Hallelujah, and welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Church in Eugene. My name is Molly Mae Culligan, and I'm your worship associate for today. This morning is our annual Ingathering service, which marks the start of a new church year. Now, don't worry if you didn't bring water for the water communion. We have you covered. All ages today will worship together. But if the preschoolers and babies need their own space, the nursery is open, and Amani and Hannah will take excellent care of them. They're right back there. Hello! We are especially happy to say hello to our Zoom congregation. There are about 50 of you who log in every week. If you're online, the visitor form is being dropped into the chat right now. You can use your phone to access a copy of our order of service by scanning the QR codes which are placed around the building. We also have large print paper copies that you can get from our ushers. The chapel right across the hall from us is a quiet space that we call the low stimulation room. If it gets too loud or too crowded in here, there is a TV there that is streaming the service. We also have fidget gadgets, braille, and large print hymnals, hearing assistance devices, because there is a place here for everyone. Whomever you are, whomever you love, whatever your image of the holy, you belong here.
And now it is time to light our chalice. So we're going to say some words that sometimes we say in the RE classrooms. So if any kids want to come up and help me with these words, that would be great. Or if you're busy coloring, I understand that as well. Molly Mae is going to light the chalice for us. They're coming. Oh, so now it's the test. Do you remember? Okay. So, we light this flame, this chalice, as a symbol of our faith. We are Unitarian, Universalists. This is the church of the open minds. This is the faith of the helping hands. And this is the faith of the loving heart. Thank you. And I'm going to ask Felix if he would come up and help me out. Since this is the water communion service, I think we need a little more water in this sanctuary with us now. So Felix, who knows all about this from camp, is going to help me lead you in creating a rainstorm. All right, so some words. We're going to be doing an action here, and we're going to be moving up and down the sanctuary all the way to the social hall. When we pass you, when we walk by you, would you please, if you can, copy what we're doing? Okay? But don't switch until we pass you again, okay? Because we're going to kind of stagger this to make a nice rainstorm. Let's see if we can do it. I have faith in us. Do you think we can do it?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, yeah, I think we can. Okay, so just to practice what we're going to ask you to do, what's our first move? Can you show them our first move? Rubbing those hands. What's our second move? Snapping. And some tongue clicking if you can. What's our third move? Do you remember that one? And then what's our last one? All right. Whew. Okay, we can do this. We've got the power. Okay. Let's welcome that rain, that healing rain to us. Okay, are we ready?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. What are we doing first? So as we pass you, Beautiful. Thank you for bringing that beautiful fall rainstorm to us. Thank you very much. So let's think. If one person was doing all those sounds, would it sound like a storm? Would that be the rain? No. But think about what we can all do all together.
Yeah, I especially like the stomping part.
You especially like the stomping part? Yeah. It was really loud, yeah. Yeah, because together we can make some magic happen.
Yeah.
Thank you, Felix. Thank you. choir. All right, I'm back. And I am ready to invite some kids or youth or adults, if they'd like to, come a little closer for a little story. You are more than welcome to. We have some cozy carpet squares here if you'd like, or you are welcome to stay in your seats. But I've got a little bit of something different today, and I'm holding a big box. I'm holding a big box. It's got some question marks. It's got a couple of chalices. So, yeah, I think some of the kids from RE have had some experience with this last year, and maybe they could help with the adults if they're not sure what exactly this might be. Do any of you have an idea about what this could be, Simon?
The What's in the Box challenge.
The What's in the Box challenge. Yeah? That's pretty much exactly what it is, but we've got a special name for it besides the What's in the Box challenge. Birdie, do you remember what we call that?
I think that's matter, I guess.
It is matter of some kind. That is true. Oh, we're going deep.
The box. What's in the box?
Yeah, and it starts with a W. Giving hints now, because it's been a while. It's been a long summer. Anyone remember?
Water.
The water box. That would make sense today. That's not a water box.
It's the Wonder Box.
The Wonder Box. A Wonder Box. So this is actually something I'm going to try and have for us every Sunday here, because Unitarian Universalists, we believe lots of different things, but one thing that I think we pretty much all believe is that it is wonderful to wonder. There's so many beautiful, amazing things in the world to question and to wonder about, and sometimes we just kind of sit in awe and think, oh, I wonder about that. Yeah, so let's take a minute and try and think, what could be in this Wonder Box today? Any ideas? And this is for anyone. Any ideas? Feel free to shout it out. Paper. The front of the sanctuary is thinking we've got paper in here. Augie is... Augie optimistically says ice cream. All right. Can I have a volunteer come up and help us see what's in this? Okay. Can you come here? Let's see what's in this Wonder Box today. And check it out. What is it?
Paper.
What is it?
Paper.
You guys use your imagination. Come on.
It's paper, but it's a water drop.
Oh, it's a drop of water. It's a drop of water. Because I'm going to tell you a little story today about a drop of water. A drop named Herbert with a dream. A drop of water with a dream. Okay. I'm going to leave Herbert up here to help us kind of remember this here. Okay. A drop of water with a dream. Once upon a time, there was a drop of water named Herbert. Yeah. Who knew? Water droplets had names. There's a drop of water named Herbert. And he wasn't just any drop of water. He was a drop of water with big ideas. A drop of water with a dream. And because he noticed, he looked around, he realized it had been a very, very, very dry season. The grasses all around were brown. The flowers were wilting. The trees were drooping. And he was concerned. He was concerned. And he thought, I got to do something about this. And so Herbert went to his friends, the other droplets of water, and whispered to them about his idea. He had an idea. And he went around telling everyone about it. But you know what those friends said? They said, Herbert, you're just a drop of water. Your head is in the clouds. What can you do? But he was not discouraged. Herbert kept going around and around, recruiting some friends. And they kept saying, Herbert, you don't know what you're talking about. But he wasn't going to give up. He looked around, and one day he found a bucket. Do you have a bucket around here anywhere? Anyone seen a bucket?
No. Do I see a picture?
Oh, Fred, thank you. Okay, so Herbert worked up his courage. And he took off, and he jumped,
Into the bucket.
and he landed in the bucket. He was hoping his friends were going to join him there. But he was lonely for a while. But he didn't give up hope. And eventually, you know what? His friends looked around, and they started to notice, oh, you know what? It is really brown and dry around here. Maybe Herbert knew what he was talking about. The grass is dying. The flowers are wilting. The trees are drooping. Maybe we should give our friends a hand. So one by one, they started joining him in the bucket. Joining him in the bucket. One, by tens, by hundreds, by thousands, by millions. Soon, they needed more buckets. Bucket upon bucket upon bucket upon bucket. And eventually, you know what happened? When all those buckets were full, a strong wind came and tipped the buckets out. And Herbert and all his friends ran into a stream, and they watered that grass and those flowers and those trees. Because they knew that one water drop, it's hard to make a big difference, but all together, working together, with the wind on our backs, we can create a stream, like rolling justice, flowing downhill. All right. We're going to keep the water droplet right there. All right. So today is a little bit different today, guys, because we're going to stick together in a community. So I'm going to welcome you to move your carpet squares back and join our lovely congregation in these seats here or at the back tables as we continue with the rest of the service. Thank you.
Why can't we go back to the...
Thank you, Ryan, for that great story, and welcome back, choir. We've missed you, and you sound beautiful today. Our percussionist, Ed. We have a bass player today, Sue. Thank you. What a wonderful band we have, and of course, our regulars, Suzanne and Joe. Thank you. Good morning and happy Water Communion Sunday. My name is Jen Youngsun Rue, and I am this congregation's minister. I use the pronouns she and her. And for those who have limited eyesight, I am a rather shortish person with shoulder-length salt and pepper hair, and I'm wearing my purple stole today. So the water communion ritual comes from a time in Unitarian Universalism when most all of the ministers were men. And so when a group of women gathered in 1980 for a convocation for women in religion, they came from all over the continent, and they brought with them small vials of water from their homes. Over the years, the water communion has become an ingathering ritual in most UU congregations, and it takes place usually on this Sunday after Labor Day. Water, of course, holds deep spiritual meaning in most of the world's religions, where water is giver of life, source of life, restorer of new life. For other traditions, the river itself is actually the body of the goddess, mother of all humans. And then for some indigenous communities, water itself is sacred and seen as one enormous body, living body. Can you imagine if more and more people on this planet could hold this perspective rather than seeing water as a commodity to be bottled, bought, sold, owned, and held for the highest profit? So now, as we prepare our hearts for water communion, I want to let you know that it's okay if you didn't bring water today, because we have a pitcher right here for you where you can just take that pitcher and pour a little bit of water into the bowl. And for all of you on Zoom Church, you can do this at home or wherever you're at. Just set an empty bowl and grab a cup of water. Really, what is most important here in this ritual is the prayerful intention. It is the energy of your mind. It is the alignment of your heart and spirit as you approach this ritual. So, if you brought water today, I invite you to hold it, or just imagine holding some water. This is water that I scooped up from last year's water communion. It's got some living stuff growing at the bottom of it. Living water. This is the water of the world. Once vapor, once breath, once cloud, once snowflake, once ice, once stream, river, ocean. Our very bodies, our skin, our organs, our blood, they are mostly made of this stuff. Because water flows within our bodies and water flows throughout the world, how could there be any separation between you and me? Between you and you? Between you and you? Between I and thou? As you come up to pour a little bit of your water into the large communal bowl, you may choose, if you want to say one word into the microphone. One word that represents something that you experienced this summer, some emotion that you experienced, some transcendent experience. Or for others, that one word may be a prayer. It may be your truth. One word. And for our Zoom friends, you can type in your one word and put it in the chat, and I'll read them. And as I read the ones from the chat, Molly May will pour a little water into the bowl for you. So I'm going to start by adding a little bit of this water. This is the water that we collected last year. This water represents this entire spiritual community. And my one word for this community is vitality. Come on up, folks.
Kindness.
Illinois.
Oceans.
David.
Recovery.
Health.
And we'll pause right here for a few Zoom words. So I think you can just do one pour for a list of words. How's that? So we have balance, iceberg, love, authenticity, confluence, hope, us, compassion, serenity, hope, and love.
Home.
Gratitude.
Beloved.
Blessings. Friendship. Connection. Home.
Welcomed.
Cruise.
Community.
Family. Gratitude.
Levity.
Vitality. Acceptance.
Blessings.
Honesty.
Recovery.
Flow.
Tears. Kindness.
Be.
Celebration.
And I've got a few more from Zoom. We have
Truth.
Reciprocity.
We have savoring, we, unity, growth, gratitude, perseverance, and mercy.
Freedom.
Heart.
Watercourse Way.
Grandchildren.
Transformations.
Uplift. Grief.
Glimmer.
Healing.
Baby. Heart.
Hope.
Fun. Friendship.
Service.
Delight.
Forgiveness. New home.
Stars.
Resilience.
Open-heartedness.
Thrills.
Beauty.
Thriving.
Kindness.
Harmony.
Family. Sustenance.
Change.
Expand.
Adventure. Divine.
And our final words come from our Zoom friends. Begin, acceptance, abundance, home, and security. At the end of the service, if you would like to take a little bit of this water home with you for your own spiritual practice, you're welcome to do that. You can set that bottle on your windowsill, pray for this community, or you can sprinkle it on your favorite plants. You've heard me say many times before that the great Sufi mystic Rumi reminds us that there are 1,000 ways to kneel and kiss the ground. And so I invite you in your own way, however you kneel down, however you express your reverence for life, however you connect with the holy and the divine, I invite you into that spirit now. Oh, wonderful, oh, beloved, oh, spirit of life. Here we have gathered a community of all kinds of people coming together bound by love of life itself, bound by love for one another, bound by love of just being. O Holy One, here we have gathered. We are all so different, and yet we share a heart. We share these bodies of water. We breathe in and we breathe out. We rise in the morning and we do our very best. And then at the end of the night, we close our eyes and we say, thank you. Thank you for yet another day. Today, O Holy One, we lift up in prayer those who are suffering from the earthquakes in Morocco. Thousands perished. Many more thousands are homeless. Today we lift up our friends, members of this community who are facing surgery tomorrow, and those who are in hospital today. We want to wrap our loving arms of community around those who are fighting against the challenges of alcoholism and other addictions. Today, as always, we are remembering those we have loved and lost. Today, someone writes in the book of Joys and Sorrows, my brother Victor Desprez, my brother's wife, Brooke, passed away after 4 years of cancer. Along with the sorrows that we hold in our hearts for those whom we have lost, we also celebrated wonderful things. We celebrated a birthday this week. We celebrated anniversaries. Today is teacher Imani's last day at work because she's going off to have a baby. And today is the very first day of teacher Eli Salerno's. This is her first day of work, their first day of work. So we're very happy that, that they're joining our teaching team. Thank you, Eli, for taking care of our youngest. There's so much that we are grateful for in this life. May we remember to count them each day, even as our hearts break for this world, even as we worry for our loved ones, even as our bodies are hurting and our minds are unsettled. May we find some peace during the day in which we can say, thank you. Thank you. Blessed be. Amen.
All right. I'm Ryan, and I'm coming back, and I'm going to ask you to use your imagination a little bit, if you would. We're going to do a little water cycle meditation. This meditation is based on the story How Water Lost Her Way by Meg Humphreys. So I'm going to ask all of you, if you're comfortable and able, to close your eyes and imagine that you are a drop of water in the ocean. You can place your hand on your belly, or just notice your breath move in and out of your body. In and out. In and out. Like the up and down of the waves in the ocean. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Feel the warmth of the sunlight shining down on you. You are becoming lighter and lighter. You are transforming into vapor and rising into the sky. Up, up, up you go. The higher you rise, the colder you become, until you become heavy and collect with other molecules into a cold cloud. You are now far from the ocean, above the mountains. As you join with others, you become heavier and heavier again, until you are released from the cloud and fall, floating down from the sky as a uniquely beautiful snowflake. You land on the ground, frozen and still, until the sun returns and warms you again. You thaw and sink down into the ground. Down, down you go, joining with other water drops as you go. You emerge as a stream, flowing down the land until you join a river. The river widens and flows, continuing on, smoothing rocks as it moves. You are now a part of a rushing river, flowing on until it meets the vastness of the ocean. You have returned to the ocean to be a part of the waves. Notice your breath again. In and out. In and out. With the drops together with the waves. Up and down. Up and down. You're one drop But many, many drops together make the power and the beauty of the ocean. Around and around you will go, one small drop, but part of a cycle that has continued for billions of years. Up and down, up and down. Return to us again when you are ready, and open your eyes.
God.
All right, it is time for our closing song. And as you'll notice, Rev Jen and Molly Mayer and I are out here because we're going to do some movement. Ruth Ann, yes, thank you. We're going to be moving while we sing this. It's going to be very, very simple, so I encourage anyone that feels like they might be able to join us to come on up. It's going to be walking and back, and then to the side and back. That's all it's going to be. So it will be, oh, good, good, yes. Make a nice circle here. Oh, and Teacher Mel is coming with a collection of youth. Thank you. Look at all this. Wonderful. Yeah, I was going to say, we can have circles in circles, circles in circles. Beautiful. So the idea will be simple. We're going to start with the chorus of this song, and it's going to be 4 steps in and 4 steps back 3 times for the chorus. For the chorus, and then there's a pause, and then we're going to go to our right and do 4 steps to our right and 4 steps back for the verse. We're starting with the chorus. All right, and our UUCE community band here, shall we begin? So 1 measure of introduction, and 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going in first. Here we go, ready? The ocean refuses no river. One more time, the oil's on everyone. And the third, doesn't help to hold a grudge. It's not up for me to judge. Pause. The ocean refuses no river. To the right now. The sun shines on everyone. 3, 4. It doesn't hesitate. Back to the road, gay or straight. The ocean refuses no river. To the right again. Love tooth does not criticize. Back 2, 3, 4. Knows when to shield its eye. Knows when to shield its eyes. The ocean refuses no river. And the chorus again. The ocean refuses no river. We've got this down. Good. The rain falls on everyone. Thank you, Reverend Jen. Doesn't help to hold a grudge. It's not up for me to judge. The ocean refuses no river. Now for the verse to the right. The sun does not keep score. 2, 3. You don't have to do things right. You don't have to earn its light. Pause. The ocean refuses no river. To the right again. Love too does not compare. Back 2, 3. Chooses hope, not despair. Rejoices in a child's prayer. The ocean refuses no river. Chorus one more time. The ocean refuses no river. The rain falls on everyone. Doesn't help to hold a grudge. It's not up for me to judge. The ocean refuses no river. Refuses no river.
Have you seen Charlie? Yes, he's in room 1.
Let's say together our closing words while Molly May helps us to extinguish the chalice. Our closing words. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. we carry in our hearts until we are together again. And now, friends, go forth into this beautiful day, into a brand new week, into a brand new church year. Be delighted with one another. This is a beautiful community of love. So go in peace, everyone. If you want to dance once more, come on up.
So.